Hi. Hello. My name's Adam. Today, I'm going to be reading for you, and only you out there, my new book in its entirety. It's called I Made You a Cookie, but I Eated It. This is truly the greatest farce ever written. A real proverb. This is the kind of sentence that I'm trying my hardest to try to replicate. My entire body of work, I'm trying to get even half of the tragedy and the deceit and the humor in this sentence. So, I'm sorry, I didn't introduce my friend. This is Pedro. His name's Pedro. He's going to be sitting in with us today. We have a thing of mandarin oranges, so I can keep nice and full. It's delicious. We've got a cup of black tea, so I can stay pepped up. And we got my new book, and I think that's just about all we need. I'm going to read through the whole thing, beginning to end, without really stopping, except short pauses between the sentences. And then I'm going to go back through, and I'm going to give you some insight and kind of explain where some of them came from, but not all of them, because, you know, explanation will kill the art. Okay, let's begin. Concept: a life beginning and ending with air quotes. A mantra for the mirror. I am known to ape. I am a shrimpy pastiche. I am become Squidward. I keep a gun in the house, so if an intruder enters, I can shoot myself. Tough questions. Spermicide or suicide? To stroke or to squash? I think I'll choose to stroke on that one. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Good choice. Sperm on a white flag. Well, I've kind of grouped all the sperm poems together. Not really poems, but all the commas in one spot. Okay. To cream pie a moon crater. Spread sperm like a killer plucks eyes. Hell in a hashtag. Pizzazz of a tire fire. Death by hug box. You're grounded! No astral projection for a goddamn month. Infamous human quokka found dead under mysterious circumstances. Police refuse to investigate. Serves him right. Public opinion is about the same. Vagrants! Ravish my death erection. Open call. Serious inquiries only. Oh, absolutely cleave me with a spade like I done to inchworms. Dying, mewling blockbuster. Funeral chant for Blockbuster. When the bell tolls, we feed the Blockbuster. Death is permissible by Blockbuster. There's a rude boy in my heart that wants to get out, but I'm too tough for him. I think I'm going to take a second, just take a sip of tea right here. Now, I fuck Autumn ass. Don't go to the circus, they beat up the elephants. Don't milk me, it hurts. Misreading the cafe's house specials as horse specials and having my interest piqued. I want to move as slowly as possible and annoy everyone. I want to call everyone hun in an obviously fake accent. I want to peck cheeks like a friendly mob boss. I saw a cop car on the side of the interstate and said, "Get a life." The tragic Smodcast suicides. Stuck pig in a circle pit. Truck nuts of the flesh. Are bones vegan? My gender fluid doggy. Telling my dogs to kiss my ass to calm them down. Pet play at the dog park. Drake as a wood drake. Looking at an infant grave and saying, same. Litanies of the blockbuster. Decay of blockbuster. Chant for dying King Blockbuster. Sludge metal wedding. Crossover thrash honeymoon. Gore grind divorce. Anxiety of the tongue that hated speaking. Language is the scourge. My voice is your voices. Fortunately, my granny sticks to a gothic Lolita style. Can you imagine? Old Nan in non-gothic? Frills and lace? Unheard of. I'll breastfeed, man. Age is just a number. I'm gonna take another sip. A couple of these just touch me. If we meet in the dreamscape, suck my tits. I don't kiss and tell, but I am known to kiss and yell. Ah! I'm kissing! Sit on me and watch a movie and occasionally check for breath. Text everyone you know, "I love you," and see how their responses affirm this. Anime is a cardinal sin. Anime is a collective hallucination. My bitch loves yogurt chips as a reward system. I'm gonna stop right here for a second. I said I'd explain after, but I feel like I need to explain this one now. This was written about the little fellow on my shoulder here. You give this little sucker a yogurt chip, he'll go bananas. He'll go hog wild. He'll take it and he'll scurry, and he'll find a nice place, and he'll just nibble it up. And you see, you'd give, if you want to keep your bitches in check, you give them yogurt chips when they're done right. So they know, okay, I've done good. Now I get a yogurt chip. Year is 20XX. Strawberries deemed pornographic by Supreme Court. Other berries and citrus fruits next. The social justice warriors have won. Only good things to come from my heritage. Opera, futurism, my unibrow. Funniest things. Interrupting cow, loud noise, sudden, dropping food. The coveted lawyer's kiss. The last soured heave of Blockbuster. mournful blockbuster. Bye, bitch. 100,000 clementines! Who gives a fuck?! Mammalian online. The how and why of wasps attacking my dick. The how and why of excavating my cunt brain. The how and why of crying in your car. I made you a cookie, but I eated it. That's the book. Wow. Got a little saucy. Went a little off the rails. I don't know what I was expecting. But I had a good time. I had some laughs. And I think I'm going to buy a copy for myself to share with my co-workers and my compatriots. And what we're going to do, we're going to give Pedro a reward right now for being such a good little boy. Now, Pedro, there you go. Eat up. Gotta get strong. Pedro's very fat. He's a big boy. It's because I feed him too much. Alright, just like I said, we're going to go back through now. I'm going to pick some at random, and I'm going to explain to you where they came from. Here's a good one. Now I fuck autumn ass. Great one. Great sentence by me. This guy, you dropped your... Here. Tony? Okay, now I fuck autumn ass. This sentence... he dropped his fucking mandarin orange in my book and stained it. This right here. This is poetry in motion. This is how... You see this? Is this coming out? This is marked. Whoever this book goes to, whoever's getting this book, they got a special edition. Now, every edition of this is special. They're all dunked in tea. You see how it's kind of crinkly and crumply on there? That's because I hand-dunked them in tea. Now, I know you always come back from Barnes & Noble, from bookstore, you got your beach reading, and you're saying, well, I'm excited to read this on the sunny white sands of Portugal, but I'm sick of having to dunk all my my books in tea myself. Well, look no further. This comes dunked in tea already. Okay, I'm getting off track. Now I fuck autumn ass needs to be clarified. I need to make some things clear about this poem, about the tenses and such. This is now. I want to make it clear. This is not a poem. I mean, it's all open to interpretation, of course, open text. But I'm not fucking an ass in autumn in this poem. I'm not fucking an ass in autumn. I'm fucking the ass of autumn. Of autumn. Autumn's been personified, and its ass is being fucked by me, or the reader, whoever reads this. And this poem is also meant to be read. You're supposed to go outside, preferably early autumn, or when the leaves start turning and falling. You're supposed to go outside, spread your arms, and yell to the skies, "Now I fuck autumn ass!" It's a nice set of words that I put together here, that I wrote down. Alright, next one. I'm only going to do two more. Stuck pig in a circle pit. Now this is some imagery. A lot of these are very imaginative. They just put in a picture in your head. You don't have a choice. The picture just appears. Now, I remember long ago, I used to watch a lot of documentary type business and National Geographic, History Channel type stuff. And I remember I have this vague memory of one on some indigenous culture that had a ritual where they'd take out a hog or a boar and they'd jab them right in the side. They'd stick them right in the side of the ribs with a spear, and blood would just squirt out of it. And then someone in the tribe would run next to him while he was running and squealing and try to catch as much of the sacred spilled blood as possible. Now, I have no idea what this ritual was for. It's a very vague memory. I don't know where I saw it. But I recently imagined this type of ritual happening in maybe like a Twisted concert, or like some sort of horror show, where just the crowd is just going animal and they're just running after this pig and then collecting its blood in a container while corn plays. This is the kind of imagery I want to evoke when you read my writing. Okay, one more. The how and why of wasps attacking my dick. Now this one changed a lot over the times. It's kind of 2-in-1. See what? Or I like repeating phrases. As you can tell, there are a couple kind of themes or phrases or objects that show up again and again in this short book. And one of them is near the end, is phrasing things like as if they were instructional, like the how and why of blank. I really liked this, I just thought it's the how and why of blank, and I just really liked filling that in. I could write a million sentences like that. Just like, the how and why of crying in your car was the first one. And I don't know about you, cars are made for crying in. That's why cars exist. So, what was I? Yeah, the how and why of wasps attacking my dick. Now this is partially an autobiographical one. One day, it was maybe midsummer, I was getting in the habit of writing these little thoughts down. What I'd do, I'd either, if I'm out, I'd scribble it in my sketchbook. And if I was here at my desk, I'd write it on a Post-it, and I'd slam it on the wall to be revised later. And that's how most of this was written, either a short thing slammed on the wall or scribbled in a journal, or I would write a longer text, a couple paragraphs, and then I'd end up revising it until it was maybe just like 4 words out of the original. And this one was based on a true story. It was a summer's day. It was very vivid, a very nice day. I had one of the windows open. Some insects were coming in as they please. You know, open household. And I was reclined in my desk chair, and I was feeling a little randy, so I opened up some pornography on my computer, and I was getting ready to toss off, as they say, and I was reclined back in this chair. My penis was out, and I hear a buzzing. I hear a buzzing and a humming, and I look up, and on one of those ceiling lights, there's a wasp circling. I don't remember if it was a wasp or a honeybee or a hornet or anything, but it was one of those ne'er-do-wells just hovering. And I thought, oh no, this is not the time for this. I gotta get this boy out of here. And he flew straight down, straight at my dick. And it didn't hit my dick, but it was a lunge, and it gave me quite a fright. As soon as I got him out of the room, before I returned to my business, I wrote down, a bee flew at my dick. very large, and I slapped it on my wall. And this has been, as you can see, it's gone through a transformation. I've switched it to a wasp. You know, it's all these little things, these little changes in what word you use, what adjective or verb. It just will completely change what translates to the audience. I really like playing with language, as frustrating as it is. I hope you enjoyed listening to me read my book and talk about my book. You can buy one from me. Send me a message. Send me a couple bones, and I'll send you my new comic and a copy of this book, all signed. I'll make you some drawings, and I'll send it to you free shipping. How about that? Now, I've been ranting and raving. I've been just going wild for quite a long time here, but that's okay. We're all patient folks. But I think I'm gonna wrap it up. I hope you enjoyed watching my first live reading of I Made You a Cookie, but I Ate It. Say goodbye, Pedro.